Edge card, part 3. Alright, so talking about the Edge card. This is what I have to say about the Edge card. You walk right up, you're buying your GameCube game, PS2 game, and they're just like, oh, do you have the Edge card? Like, they shouldn't even ask. They should just put a little advertisement by the counter that says, buy our Edge card, only buy your Edge card, only $15. Saves 10% off all purchases and gives 10% extra on trade-ins. Instead of stalking you when you walk into the store, they're just like, when you pick out that pre-owned Xbox 360 game that you want, they just go snap at you like, do you want the Edge card? Do you have the Edge card? Do you want to use games? Like, they just stalk you and just annoy the heck out of you to buy something. And then when you try to trade in your used games that have a tiny little scratch on them, they're just like, oh, sir, this will cost you an extra $3 because it has a scratch on it. It only has one tiny little scratch on the back, so I'm gonna have to charge you an extra $3.50. Oh yeah, and this Game Boy game, it barely works, so we're gonna have to take $1.50 off. So you'll owe us 25 cents to trade in Chicken Shoot, the original game. And these people just rip you off. Like, you bring in like Crazy Taxi that you just bought for $8 used, and then they're gonna be like, they're just like, oh man, we'll give you $2.25 for it. And like, I don't really even care, man. Like, I bought this game at GameStop, right? I barely even used it, and then they were just like, oh man, it's scratched, so we have to take $3 off. So I basically ended up like owing 25 cents. So I was just like, yo, you can keep it. And they was like, oh man, we can't keep it. So then I had to take it back. I would have rather just thrown it away at GameStop. I mean, they probably would have taken it out of the garbage can and be like, alright, acceptable, we can sell it. We got a free game. And then, like, I saw some videos, like, they brought in PSP to the store, and then they had to thoroughly look at it, like, is it okay? Is it okay? Oh, it has a little scratch on it. Oh, it doesn't have the it doesn't have the memory card. We take off another $5. They're so quick to just be like they take off so much if you don't have a single part, and they give you so little for the stuff that you do have. Like, you could bring in a Game Boy Advance SP, which they sell for $40. They're just like, all right, bro, we'll give you $10 for it. $10 isn't enough to buy. $10 isn't enough to buy you a kids meal at McDonald's. I mean, they should at least give you a little bit more than $10. I mean, you probably 5 years ago you spent $100 on it, and they're just like, all right, man, $10 should cut it. I mean, this gangster kid, he came in the other day with a broken PSP, and we only had to give $20 for it. Like, these people seriously are in the business to rip people off. I can't tell you how many times I wanted to trade in a game, and they were just like, oh man, we'll only give you $1 for it. It's just so aggravating that they put up all those signs and all those people fall for GameStop's little tricks, like trade in 2 select titles and get 50% extra on the 3rd title. Still, it is a ripoff. You can get double the price for all games on Amazon. Like, if you want to trade in your Pokemon Emerald at GameStop, you might get, if you're lucky, maybe $6. And then if you did it on like eBay, you could easily get like $20 to $25. and they're just getting away with the excuse like, oh, we'll buy it back for $6 and then sell it for $29.99, and it might not even save, so we're gonna rip people off. And then, like, with the new games, employees get to rent the games, like they get to take it home for 2 or 3 days, so then they get to try it out. Then the disc gets scratched because they moved the Xbox 360. And then they're just like, oh man, this game is horrible. So then they just bring it right in, drop it right into the plastic sleeve, which scratches it, and then the disc, when you go to get it, it's not even in the original case, and then like it's all scratched up, and you're just like, seriously, bro, is this new? And they're just like, yeah, man. Just from being in the sleeve. Like, and they're not even convincing about making a sale. Like, if you're just like, yo, if this brand new Nintendo Wii don't work, well, I have 50 days to return this, and they're just like, sorry, sir, if it doesn't work, you don't get to return it. If you went to Best Buy, they'd give you a 1-year warranty on it. They'd just be like, alright, you can pay an extra $5, we'll give you a 1-year warranty for free. So if you have any problems, you can just bring it right back to the store. But not with GameStop. The warranty for the Nintendo DS is $65. So not only are you going to pay, you're almost going to pay for 2 systems after the warranty. So you're basically getting ripped off. You're basically paying $140, and you can get a working one. You could probably buy a brand new one for that much. From Best Buy, get a free warranty and not have to worry about dealing with GameStop. Alright, so, yeah, and with the whole Edge card, it should even count for new games too, because people are, like, what if it was like a Spanish dude who didn't understand English, and they were just like, if you buy this card, you save 10% on games. Then it was just like, alright, sounds good. And then he brought it to buy the next Halo Reach game. Then the guy was just like, sir, you can't use your Edge card on new games. Then he'd be like, huh? I only buy new games. And then he'd basically be out on $15. I mean, that's just a rip-off. And it's a representation of what they offer. Like, if I was a worker at GameStop, I'd clearly state, sir, you are aware that this Edge card is only valid for use on used games. Do you understand? Then if he said yes, I'd be like, alright, so just swipe your card right here, enter your PIN, whatever, and then he'd have the card. I wouldn't be like, oh, this card is on 10% on used games and 10% more on trade-ins. So yeah, peace out, y'all. I'll make some more later.